Some people don't clap when you win, not because they didn't see it, but because it hurt to watch. Let's get real. Your growth makes some folks itch, not because you did anything wrong, but because they didn't. You changed, leveled up, moved different, and now they're watching from the same place you left them, bitter, silent, low-key hoping life humbles you soon. You ever feel that shift? That weird tension when something good happens for you and the people closest to you just go quiet? You tell them about a new job, a big move, some dream coming true, and their energy dips like you insulted them. That's jealousy in disguise, not the loud hating kind, the silent type, the kind that stays watching, never supporting. They won't say congrats, but they'll scroll your wins like they're doing research. Truth is, not everyone around you wants you to make it. Some people liked you more when you were broke, confused, and doubting yourself. You were easier to sit next to then. You made their own lack of progress feel okay. Now you're a damn mirror. Every step you take forward exposes what they ain't doing, and that makes them uncomfortable. Back in the day, I had a friend, been tight since school. We used to be on the same level, both hustling, both struggling. I started making different choices, saving, building, cutting certain habits. He didn't. We'd still talk, but I could feel the shift. He'd crack jokes about me being too focused or acting brand new. It wasn't jokes. It was envy in a hoodie, and I don't say that with hate. I say that so you pay attention. Some folks are not your enemies, but they ain't your allies either. They're spectators, waiting to see if you fall hard enough to say, "Told you so." You got to learn to move in silence, not because you're hiding, but because you're protecting. Not everyone deserves access to your elevation. Some people just want a front row seat to your downfall. They'll smile, nod, and wait for your shit to unravel so they can feel better about staying stuck. You ever notice how quick folks show up for the drama? Let something bad happen, folks repost it, call you, check in. But when you win, when you finally break through, ghost town. Maybe a proud of you text if you're lucky. Why? Because pain is relatable. Success? That makes people confront their own excuses. You're not crazy for keeping things to yourself. You're not mean for wanting to protect your peace. That's self-preservation. Look at the world we live in. You turn on the news, what do you see? Shootings, scandals, chaos. Not because that's all that's happening, but because that's what sells. That's what people are drawn to. Negativity spreads fast, and it ain't any different in your circle. Some people need your struggle to feel secure in their own. That's why they'll quietly hope your relationship fails, that your business tanks, that your name ends up in some mess. But here's the wild part. They will still watch your stories, still study your every move, while pretending they're too busy to support. That ain't love. That's obsession with a bitter twist. Protect yourself. Keep some wins private. Post less, brag less, prove less. You don't owe anyone a damn announcement. If it's real, it'll show in how you move, not what you post. And stop expecting validation from people who feel threatened by your glow. They ain't clapping because deep down they think they should be where you are. They ain't cheering because they still stuck on chapter 2 while you're rewriting your whole book. Here's another one. Don't confuse social media support with real-life loyalty. Some of your likes come from people who'd love to see you fail, and some of your loudest fans would vanish the second your life hit a rough patch. Keep your circle tight. The loudest ones ain't always the realest ones. You ever been around someone who only hits you up when you're doing bad? They love playing the savior, makes them feel needed, but once you're up, once you don't need them, they vanish, or worse, they start acting weird, distant. Some folks don't hate you. They just hate how your wins make them feel. That's not your problem. Let them deal with their own bitterness. You keep growing quietly, boldly, unapologetically. Because here's the truth no one wants to say. People will root for your comeback, but only after they watched you crash. They want a redemption story, not a consistent one. That's why your steady growth don't get applause. It doesn't give them the drama they crave. So stop waiting on love from the sidelines. Stop expecting everyone to understand the weight you carry. Keep your wins sacred, protect your energy, and trust this. Not everyone clapping is happy for you, and not everyone quiet is rooting against you, but you better be your loudest supporter either way. That's how you win without needing an audience.